Hey there again from Aaron's Tech Corner, and this is part 2 of the SR Plus RGB LED mod. As you can see, the last time I had said I was going to get this all wired up, I have. It's nice gleaming purple here, but there's that custom 3D print part with my JST connector, and that's wired up to the harness here. This is that basin ore, I think it's called, RGB kit, but you can see here in my actual Tesla that I've got the center console light tube here all installed, and this is where it comes back into. I actually popped this trim off and drilled a couple of holes. So just to show you, I drilled a hole here and a hole here, and the light tube I passed through here, and then I popped the rear air conditioning vent off that has the USB ports, and then those light tubes come out into here, and then the little box that controls everything is actually right down here. This is wrapped in some fabric tape. You can see that's the original power jack. I actually soldered wires to the motherboard inside of it and wired them straight up to these little posi taps that tap into the USB board. Yellow is positive and black is negative. And so these are, these tubes, and then basically there's two other pieces that originally went to do the dash, but I decided, like I said, not to the dash, so I'm just doing the footwells. So for the footwells, all we need to do now is simply just kind of pry off this trim a little bit, and you can just start running this wire underneath like this, just tucking it as you go, and then you just snap it all back in, and then we're going to run it all the way up, and we need some illumination, so let's use some of this. We're going to run it all the way up under here, and then up underneath this panel, and then it's going to come out right here in this hole, and then this is going to snap right in. So I'm going to do that, and I'll show you what it looks like. And we're back for the remainder of part 2 here. So you can see we've gone ahead and installed that light, and it looks great, and it matches the trim color. And you can see this is at night, so it's pretty dark in here. And you've got some pretty nice footwell illumination here. I'm gonna sit back in the car just to show you kind of what it looks like in pitch black. And let's see, let's just turn off some of the interior lighting here. And you can see that both the drivers and the passengers' footwells are both lit up. Basically, you just do the same thing you did for the driver's side for the passenger side, and you've got this illumination. And I still have to tidy up this mess here, but other than that, it looks great. You can see your feet, and it matches the color of everything else going on. And it's really not super bright, so in the daytime it's barely even noticeable, but at night it's enough light. And you can, with the Bluetooth app that you use to control these, you can actually even change the brightness and the color and everything else, which if I exit the phone recording right now to change the color, then yeah, we won't be able to see me do that live. But yeah, overall, not a bad little mod.